Hey guys, it's Kenneth, and this is my tutorial on how I play Anberlin's song Paperthin Hymn. I've gotten several requests to play this, to make this, so yeah, thanks for requests and thanks for watching. Alright, so the first thing you need to know is that you are in dropped D tuning. Therefore, the strings from top to bottom are D, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, and there are a couple ways. Well, there are probably many ways to play this. I know that there's a couple tutorials, and I've seen on the acoustic version of the song they play the introduction slightly different than I play it. They play it like this. I play it like that. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and show you both ways. The first way, I've seen it on tabs too. They put your fourth finger or your pinky. I number my fingers: first finger as index, second middle, third finger ring, and fourth finger pinky. So what I do is I put, what they do, they put their fourth finger, which is their pinky, on the 6th fret of the B string. Their third finger goes on the 5th fret of the G string. And they play that pretty much all the strings. So that's what they're playing there. And then all they do is, they put after you play that for a little while, they put their first finger on the D string of the 3rd fret, and everything else is still open. And then they put their second finger, you keep everything there, on the 5th fret of that same D string. So that's what they're playing. Throughout I believe the introduction, before that part, they're playing this. This is how it would look and sound. Yeah, that's how they play it. What I do in my cover, I'm basically just playing this. So it's fairly simple, similar to what they're playing here. I put my second finger on the same fret, the 6th fret of the B string. And then I put my third finger, my ring finger, on the G string of the 7th fret. And that's what I play right there. So if you watch my cover, that's what I'm playing during that part of the introduction. All the other strings are open, or sometimes I muffle the D string. It's a very small difference, so yeah. And then you get to this part. And there are also a couple ways to play that. I play it the way you just saw. So what I'm doing is playing the open top D string, the open A string, and then you can use any finger you want. I use my third finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. So this is what it looks like. The only problem with my way is that you have to cover the string that you just played. That way you don't get it muddy. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear the distinct. So yeah, then the other part to that is the same for both ways. You put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the top D string, and then your ring finger goes on the 5th fret of this D string, the normal D string. So the other way to play this is if you use your open excuse me, you're playing like before, your open top D string, and then what they do is they go to the 7th fret of that top D string, and and then they use their second finger to play the A string 8th fret. And I probably recommend that for maybe if you're a little bit of a beginner. It's a lot easier to control than open strings. But yeah, both ways use the same second part of that, which is this. The same. They use the same fingering. So whether you play open strings or just finger, it's basically the same thing. You're playing the same exact notes. Yeah, and then what I do during the verses is during that first verse, before that part, you're probably playing this like how they showed you. I mean, how they play it. Before you play this, which was in the introduction. But I played it differently because I'd never seen that before until today, so I did my homework and studied up. But I still this is the way I played it. So you have your introduction basically just how you had it before. This is how I play it. And then what I do is I play a form of a D chord. So I'm gonna be showing you, this is a normal D chord. If you don't already know it, go ahead and learn it. Your first finger goes on the G string 2nd fret, your second finger goes on the E string 2nd fret, and your third finger goes on the B string 3rd fret. That's a D chord. Now what I do is I shift that all the way up to, so my first and second fingers are on the 1st fret, and my third finger is on the 6th fret. So from here, this is what I'm playing. Then I play a D chord shifted up. And then I go to an A sustained form. So if you had an A sustained like that, you would shift it up. So my first finger and second finger are on the 5th frets. And my third finger is on the 6th fret. Sorry, and my first and second fingers are on the D and G strings, and my third finger is on the B string. So my third finger is on the B string 6th fret, first and second are on the 5th fret. So I play that sustain, and then I bring this third finger back down to the same fret as all the rest. What's kind of harder or more advanced is that you're only playing the strings that you have fingers on. So when you play, this is okay, you can play open. But when you play this chord, the way I play it, this is how I play it. So if you want to go ahead and learn this way, totally fine with me. But I'm just showing you how I play it. So I play it here. Then I go to the D chord. To the basically A sustain. Yeah. So up to that point, we're all square. We're all the same. Let's see. Do we have enough time? Okay. I'm going to cut it here. So that is part 1. We're going to go on to the part 2. This part right here of the verses. Yeah, that part. So yeah, thanks for watching. Part 2 coming up.